Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Keith Richer. I'm going to talk a little bit about who I am, where I come from, and my professional presentation, which you can see on the screen here. So in order to understand a little bit more about me, let's take a look into my background so you can see where I come from and who I am. So there you can see my lovely mug with a lot of Photoshop involved in that. A little bit about me. I was born in Nebraska and grew up in Kansas, so I'm very much a Midwestern boy. I consider Kansas City my hometown, even though I have lived in other places like Colorado and Minnesota. I do consider that place to be my hometown. I come from a relatively small family, but it is growing these days. I was the middle sibling of three brothers, so I think that's relevant in the fact that it taught me a lot about perseverance, competition, and kind of being a mediator between two people. Some of my hobbies include sports, music, and the outdoors. I pretty much like anything that is related to outdoor activity, especially fly fishing. Some things that I'm interested in are psychology, personal development, and languages. I currently speak a little Spanish and I am studying Korean these days. So that's a little bit about me, and let's dive a little bit further into some information about me related to my experience professionally and educationally. My personal mission statement here is to have grit, move forward even when it's difficult, even when it seems impossible, continually foster the potential in myself and others. I will work to help people, organizations, and companies achieve their goals. I will choose to see the positive, to be mindful, and to strive to be better than yesterday. I will fail, but I will learn. I will do my best to live an interesting life within my means, to value family, friends, and loved ones above all else. I will be responsible, plan for the future, and be persistent. I will choose to focus on what matters most, ignore weak thoughts, and enjoy the moment. Most importantly, enjoy life. And that's how I'm trying to live day by day. A little bit more information about me as far as my education goes. I graduated from Pittsburgh State University with a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I'm set to graduate with a master's degree in human resources development very soon, which I'm very excited about. It's been a long road, and I've learned a lot. Some experience related to my professional life, some sales and marketing experience. I've had several years in that field. I've also lived as an expatriate, living abroad. Currently, I live in South Korea, and some adult education and training, which we will talk about. So my sales and marketing experience, most of which, or a good chunk of which, has come with New Belgium Brewing Company, which some of you might be familiar with, the makers of Fat Tire. Nation's third largest craft brewer, rated as one of the best companies to work for consistently, and has progressive HR practices. I really enjoyed my time with New Belgium, but I did learn that high pressure sales is probably not for me. I learned a lot that will help me continue to progress in my professional life and use a lot of lessons that I learned from that experience, so I'm very thankful for that. Currently, I am working for an organization called Park Training Center, which focuses on teaching English to working professionals and adults who will be using English in a multinational corporation or an international job, or to go and live somewhere else. It's a very rewarding job, and I have a lot of fun doing it. And some other information about me as far as my personality goes. I consider myself to be a people-oriented person. I like working with others. I like working on teams. I'm culturally competent. I enjoy working in many different situations with different types of people, especially different cultures. I'm results-based, I'm creative, and I'm flexible. I like to see things get done. I like to see improvements. I like to create things, and I pride myself on being able to adapt to different situations. So that's a little bit about me. Now let's see what's coming next. Here are some short-term goals and visions I have for my future is to develop my skills and become a valuable member of a training and development team. So why training and development? Well, that's where I see my skills, interest, experience, and opportunity lying. I have some experience in education. I like working with people. I'm really passionate about development and seeing changes. I have good presentation skills. I enjoy that challenge of speaking in front of other people and presenting them information, and I like to create that content. It gives me really something interesting to do, so I really feel like that's where my skills and my assets are going to be well aligned in the training and development world. So why should you hire me? Well, I'm passionate. I'm passionate about what I do. I like what I do. I'm a team player. I like working with other people, but I can also be a leader if need be. I have no problem doing that. I can also be a mediator, between two parties. That's something I'm very comfortable doing and enjoy doing. Solving problems, looking at things differently, right? Trying to find different ways to do something, being creative, creating content, creating new solutions. I'm confident and I'm results driven. I really like to see change happening. I like to see something get done. Without results, I really don't feel motivated. So that's the kind of person that I am. So aligning with those, what's going to come in the future? What are some of my goals? Let's take a look at that. Well, ultimately, I would like to become an HR consultant down the line. So I'm going to need a well-rounded background in different parts of human resources, from generalist to training and development, benefits and compensation, talent acquisition, and other things like that. So, projecting that out, let's see, 1 year down the line, I would like to be an HR generalist, preferably in an international role. I think that would be very interesting and very exciting. 2 to 3 years down the line, I see myself in a training and development position with a reputable company, gaining a lot of experience and using my skills that I've learned, and then continuing to develop my skills and get better, becoming a well-rounded HR professional with advanced knowledge in talent acquisition and development. Again, working with people, getting results done. 7 years down the line, hopefully all of that experience pays off, and that translates into a training manager position with a technology company. I want to be aligned with that sector. I see a lot of good things happening there, obviously, so I want to put myself in a position for success within that industry. And then further down the line, joining an HR consultancy with specialization in training, personnel management, recruiting, and counseling. I would like to work for a consultancy. I think that would be very interesting, being separate from a company or corporation, but still having ties and still being able to help those different organizations in whatever way they seem fit. So those are my goals. That's where I like to see myself going, and my overall vision driving all of that is to live a life that provides value to people and organizations, because helping others achieve their goals is most rewarding to me. So, you've learned a lot about me. I hope that you see me, because I see myself as a teacher with some human resources goals and experience, with some experience in sales and some interest in counseling, and that's where I see my future going. So hopefully you have a good idea of who I am. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Have a great day.